KangasCloud out of the shroud. Coming at you loud like an explode.
Hello friends, KangasCloud here, and I am back with another Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little sick right now, a little under the weather, but I did want to get this video out there for you guys, so make sure to hit that like button down below. If you like it, don't like it, if you fell asleep, just hit the like button anyway, because why not? But this battle actually happened on my live streams on Twitch. So if you are looking to battle me, that's probably the best place to do it. So go ahead and follow me on Twitch. There's a link down below. So when I'm streaming Pokemon, I'll pick up some battles there. Every now and then I go to Skype to battle people, but usually not so much anymore. So if you're watching this video and you want to battle me, that's where you'll find me. But I was doing mixed tier battles at the time. As you can see, there's a little bit of OU and below on my team, and the same on the other team. And this was a pretty fun battle, I'd say. Some interesting turns here and there, and some unexpected things from both sides, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, my team right now is the Ferrothorn, the Mega... Oh my gosh, I'm sick. I can't even remember. Mega Grass Dragon Sceptile. That's it has a name. I've got my I can't remember the Don Ventornatus, Slacking, and oh my gosh, what is that mustache friend's name? I'll remember it later. Alright, and the other side, yeah, very professional, I know. You see a Quagsire, a Ninjask, which you don't see very often, the Landorus, the Bisharp, Lopunny, which of course it's going to be a Mega Lopunny, and a Jirachi. So I'm a little scared going into this, but you'll watch and you'll see how it plays out. Wait, it's Probopass. The mustache Pokemon is Probopass. All right, let's go. All right, so the first thing I noticed is on the opponent's team, there wasn't really a way of removing hazards. So I thought if I got hazards up, they're probably going to stay up for the remainder of the match, which might help me. So I lit my Fortress, thinking I'm going to set up some spikes, and I see a Jirachi. I'm thinking, oh, I hope it doesn't have the Fire Punch. And of course, it has the Fire Punch. But that's not too much of a problem. You see, I tanked that pretty well, and this is kind of a tricky Fortress. It does have the red card. So my idea here is to just whatever comes in to make it switch out. Red card is one of my favorite items. It's just people usually don't expect it. But this Landorus comes in, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm max defense. Maybe I'll live something if this is defensive. But it turns out to be a special Landorus, which I didn't expect. So I brought out what I thought was my Assault Vested Tornadus. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. And I just go for a pretty safe Air Slash. I know this is going to do a decent amount of damage. I don't have anything to hit that Landorus super effective, but I do get a crit on this Bisharp switch in. So that's kind of nice, but it didn't really matter in the long run, as you'll see here, because I have Heat Wave and I connect the Heat Wave, and even without that crit before, this Heat Wave would have finished it off. So that's a Bisharp down. It's a major threat. Another crit just to add insult to injury there. But again, neither of those crits really matter. But here goes the Jirachi, and at this point I'm thinking this thing's probably scarfed, and it's probably here to kill me, because I think we all know what Jirachi does. So I switch out my Tornadus. I'm going to get Regenerator health back. So when it comes back in, I'm going to have more health. And the Jirachi safely, smartly goes for a U-turn. I'm expecting my switch, which I don't know why I wouldn't. But I bring out Get in the Van, because look at this guy's face. If that's not the face of a Pokemon that just wants you to ride in the back of its van, I don't know what is. What is this thing? But I take this moment to go for my Stealth Rocks. Again, if I can stack a few hazards, it's going to help me in the long run. This team I'm fighting obviously likes to switch out a little bit. But I am especially defensive Nose Pass. And that's just a Citrus Berry there. So that Waterfall, I was kind of hoping it was going to be especially attacking Quagsire with maybe Scald. But even then, they might have Scald and Earthquake. But it does just go for the Waterfall probably in case I want to switch in my Tornadus. Didn't want to go for Earthquake. Not that it mattered because I was sturdy, so one hit wouldn't have taken me out. But I let that guy fall. And now I bring in my Sceptile, my Mega Sceptile. Perfect time to Mega Evolve this thing and go in at the Quagsire there, but he does smartly switch out. Now I choose to Mega Evolve, and I kind of predicted possibly the Ninjas to come in. I mean, I know that probably wouldn't have taken a Giga Drain very well, but either way, I predicted the Quagsire to switch out, so I thought Dragon Pulse is going to do a little more damage to whatever comes in, and it does. It's not too bad of damage. I don't have anything on the Sceptile to hit the Jirachi, so that's really my best play. But I go with my Donphan now, and you see it's not going to do much damage. Now, this actually isn't a defensive Donphan. It is an offensive Donphan, and I thought I would just go ahead and set up a little bit here. I go for the Rock Polish here. I'm kind of hoping this thing waterfalls me. I kind of expected it to come in. But you'll see here, it doesn't get the chance because I kill it. So that's fine, I guess. But you'll see why I wanted it to hit me with the waterfall in a moment. But here comes this special Landorus again. I know I'm not going to live something from this very well because it's, you know, I do have some natural physical bulk, but not much special bulk, so I get out of there because also my attack's lowered, so my Ice Sword might not actually take it out. But it goes for the Earth Power, surprisingly enough, and at this point I'm kind of thinking that it is choiced. I thought it before, but I still don't know what choice item that has. I'm guessing the Jirachi's Scarfed. I'm guessing the Landorus is choice specs, possibly, to increase the special attacking output damage, but I don't know. But Jirachi comes in like the little thing that it is, and I do get a little more damage, so I know if this thing switches out and comes back in, it's going to die to Hazard. So at this point, I go ahead and bring in Free Hugs. Now, I know there's a chance it's going to go for a move that's going to flinch me, but this is really the only Pokemon I could afford to lose at this point. So, sorry, nobody gets a hug because I get flinch, and then I get Truant, and then I just get dead. So, that's the thing. But you did your job, Free Hugs. You laid there and did nothing. That was your job for this battle. I mean, could have been worse. Your ability is literally an ability that makes you just lay there and do nothing every other turn. Otherwise, you'd be great. But I do get through a flinch. At this point, I was a little bit worried because this is Scarf Jirachi. It could flinch everything on my team to death, but I break through that one time. I hit the Heat Wave, and yeah, Jirachi's no longer a problem. Here comes the Ninjas, though. It's going to take 50% from the rocks because it's bug type, flying type, so each one of those makes it take 25% because rock is super effective against it, if you didn't know. Either way. So it's going to protect, get the speed boost. It doesn't really matter. It's already going to be faster than me, but it starts setting up subs, and I'm thinking, okay. And I realize what it's doing is it's only seen moves from me that have a chance to miss, so it's banking for me to miss. Which I guess is not a bad strategy, because more often than not, I would miss in these critical situations. If this was an important league format battle, I guarantee you all of these would be misses. But it's just going to go ahead and protect, because why not? It'll get another speed boost for free. I mean, I could have tried to switch out there, get a little regenerator boost. I really didn't see the point. But it's going to Baton Pass, and I'm guessing the Landorus is coming in here. And so I actually don't know. I don't even know if they have another Pokemon to spare. But here you'll see something interesting. Now my Assault Vest are not as quote-unquote Assault Vest. Yeah, that Air Slash does a decent amount. I'm like, okay, even if it has Hidden Power Ice, I'm going to take this. But it turns out, I check after the battle, I am Expert Belt. So, fail for me. But it's okay. It's okay. I have a backup plan. I have Don Corleone here. He's ready. He's ready to put in some work. If you don't know Don Corleone, he is a savage. Go watch The Godfather. You will know the power that is Don Corleone. I'm gonna make you an offer. Okay, I'm not even gonna do an impression. But anyway, here comes that Mega Lopunny, and this is a little bit scary because I have taken some damage. And I'm not defensive, so if this thing is, say, adamant, and it's got some moves to really hurt me, I could be in a bit of trouble here. So the Fake Out does a little more damage than I'd like, and here's where it comes down to. This Ice Punch, I think it's... And I live on 12! And here it is. There's my weakness policy. And I just go ahead and go for the Earthquake because I knew it was going to outspeed me. No reason to Rock Polish. But that Earthquake is going to be able to take this thing out. Don Corleone seals up this match in fantastic Mafia-style fashion. And the Ninjas is just going to come in here, run into some rocks, and fall down. Bye. All right, but that was a really fun battle. Thank you, Skyway, for that. But yeah. So, like I said, that was on one of my live streams on Twitch, and that's where I will be having most of my Pokemon battles. So, if you're interested in playing me in Pokemon, that's where to find me. And come and hang out anyway. It's kind of a fun thing to do. But yeah, that's my first Wi-Fi battle of this year. There will be more to come. I'm going to try to post at least one per month, maybe even more frequent than that. I mean, I do have the free-for-alls coupled in that with as well, and some other Pokemon content. So there will be Pokemon content every week. Don't worry about that. But the Wi-Fi battles are going to be kind of peppered in there, so to speak. It's a little flavor on top of everything else. But as always, I thank you guys for coming out and watching this. I apologize. I'm a little sick, so. Not that my commentary is always A+ on point stuff, but I had to really dig. Oh, I can't even talk. I had to dig deep down in my brain to pull out what I gave you today. So I hope it was okay. But I'm gonna get out of here because it's getting late and I gotta finish this. So as always, this is KangasCloud going back to the Shroud. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.